Our course is called The Foundations of Education. The first question we should be asking ourselves before taking this or any other class is, why would we take this class? Why would we bother taking a Foundations of Education class? I think this is an important question. Presumably, as with any class, the classes you take will help you not only know something, but to do something now and in the future. But what? But what does one do with a Foundations of Education class? Well, if you're planning to enter a teacher preparation program, this course will provide you with an introductory understanding of education and schooling that will in turn help you better understand what you are learning when preparing to be a teacher. The more background knowledge you have prior to encountering any new content, as you will when you take other education classes, the faster you will learn new material, the easier it will be to understand new material, and you will remember more of that new material you are learning. Of course, that is important. So by taking this class, you are preparing yourself for future study and future teaching. But there's something else that is important for you that I hope you will start to make use of immediately. What's that? You will learn about education, and you will begin to think about what it takes to educate yourself. How does that work? Well, if we can gain some insight into the problems and methods of schooling, we will start to change our own learning practices. We might start to change the way we think about our own education. For many of us, that's huge. Focusing on educating yourself can be life-changing. Seriously. I typically see 3 different groups of students. I see students finishing up an undergraduate degree, proud of the fact that they were able to get through without reading a single book. Proud of the fact that they got their degree putting in minimal effort. They walk into class on their first day of university, go through the motions, and leave after 4 years having cheated themselves out of an education. And on the other hand, I know students who take it upon themselves to learn as much as they can, read as much as they can, interact with students and professors, ask questions, wonder, and in the end of their 4 years, they are proud to leave with the understanding worthy of the time and effort they devoted to their education. There's a third group, though, and this is perhaps the most common group of students I see. They have good intentions of getting a good university education, and yet, because they were so used to pedagogical methods that don't help students take control of their own education, they end up, rather mindlessly, going through the motions, reading the chapter, cramming for the test, gaining at best superficial understandings and rote knowledge, and ultimately being cheated out of a great education. While I do want you to learn about the foundations of education so that you will be better prepared to enter the teacher education program, more importantly, I want you from this point forward to begin the transition from passively being schooled to taking control of your own education. If you can do that, you will be well on your way to being a thoughtful, competent teacher and a well-educated individual. I'm inviting you to join me in an exploration of schooling and education so that you will know some of the things good teachers know, and so that you will, from this point forward, develop yourself into an educated individual.